Hi guys, this is Taka from Osaka, Japan. In this channel, I'm uploading videos of digital content that are useful for everyone. This time, I'll introduce a method to reproduce the implant provision sub-gingival area when performing an intraoral scan using TRIOS. I already uploaded this method to Facebook in October last year, but it was short video at the time, so I'll explain it in more detail this time. Okay, let's get started. The method to reproduce this sub-gingival shape of implant provisional is called the customized impression copying technique. From the analog style, and there was a way to make the final impression using impression copyings imitate the provisional sub-gingival shape. So I want to say you can do that by taking an impression with an intraoral scanner. By watching this video, you'll find out this method is more accurate and easier, and you can reduce the stress, I guess. So this order form is set to produce a security superstructure connected to the 25 and 26, and the form of the provisional is the most important. So make sure to check the pre-preparation scan item here. So also make sure the emergence profile item, this is it, is checked. So lower jaw and the took by data method is as usual. So let's start from the taking data of the upper pre-preparation scan. The first, as usual, take impression on the buccal, the occlusal, and the palatal side. When you have taken all the shot, log everything, expect the 25 and the 26. At this time, it's hard to see in color, so it's better to make monochrome. Select lock surface in tools and fill in the area you don't want to overwrite. Actually, it is okay to lock surface only in front and behind part to be produced. However, here I lock the surface over a wide area. And you can see the color of the locked part has changed to green. So next, keep the upper side of the sub-gingival area and trim the bottom from it with a cut tool. The part turned blue will be trimmed. Okay, so from here, it's not normal way. If you can do that, remove the implant provision from the oral and connect the implant analog for easy holding. Look at the screen on the lower right. So hold the implant analog by hand and shoot the entire provision with TRIOS. At the time, TRIOS recognizes the shape of the provision by shooting from the occlusal surface, and it's possible to keep shoot up to the sub-gingival form. In other words, it is possible to reproduce the provisional sub-gingival shape of the trimmed part. Please shoot carefully so that there are no leftovers. One thing to keep in mind is to keep it exactly above the provisional sub-gingival and only below when trimming. So if you look at it in color, you can see that surface locked parts are coated whitish. So now you should understand why I want a surface lock to avoid the data in that part from being overwritten. I think you've noticed it's very easy method, This would be the information of the entire provision as a pre-preparation scan. After that, all you have to do is to take a gingival scan as usual. So make it with a point to recognize the part, and then take a scan with the scan flag. There are various shapes for scan flag, but the point is to shoot over the top of the scan flag and the side plane. So this information is very important because it affects the implant joint height and engagement direction. If the rest of the part doesn't look good, it's no big deal. So it's better to point the side plane of the scan flag to the buccal, the lingual side, or palatal side. It may be difficult to shoot because the adjacent tooth interferes if you turn to the medial or distal direction. You can see how to shoot well by making monochrome. Okay, so now let's see what it looks like when you move this order to the dental system, and I'll explain how to design from here. This is the screen on the dental system. You can check the shape of sub-gingival area from the provision as the information of the pre-preparation scan, right? And you can see the shape. You can see the shape more clearly by removing the color. So now let's do the alignment settings of the scan flag. The select surface for alignment. In my case of the time, I arrange 3-point alignment, like draw a triangle, right? Pay attention to whether the scan flag's top and the side plane overlap. Once the alignment is complete, the design is rest. Here, I'll tell you the easiest design method. The default display tooth is similar to the provisional outline. So the shape of provision is transparent to purple. Move the teeth with overall deformation and change to the sides with individual deformation. So in this emergence profile, the point set as low as possible and set straight. This is because I want to design the shape of the sub-gingival and above the provision sub-gingival together. So after that, individual morphing to imitate most of the shapes. See? If you select and execute morphing on pre-preparation scan of mirror image 2, I think, it will change to the overall form of provisional. The groove on the occlusal surface needs to be corrected. But I think most accurate and easiest method is to use this morphing function. At the end of the design, it's a good idea to smooth out overall. When you come to the confirm screen, please remember to connect the both provisional together. After that, the access hole automatically formed and the design is completed. Okay, this is a method to reproduce the implant provisional subgingival area when performing an intraoral scan with TRIOS, using TRIOS. I just want to ask you, do you still think the analog style is more accurate and easier? I know the answer without the saying. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching this video. I'll continue to upload useful videos for everyone. Please subscribe and give me a like. Thank you so much.